Stringer walked down the hallway of the hospital, hands behind his back, in a semi-distracted manner. This was something he hoped he wouldn't have to do. Ideally, he hoped either Omar would have taken Brother Mouzone out, or they both somehow took each other out. But unfortunately, this didn't come to pass, and now Stringer found himself needing to clean up this mistake in the best way he could. Omar didn't usually let people live in situations like this, and so, for Brother Mouzone to not only know who attacked him, but also to survive the incident itself, added a new headache to Stringer's already long list of problems. Stringer needed to approach this situation carefully. He had to juggle the need to show concern for Brother Mouzone's health along with the natural expectations of a party who had hired a professional to perform a particular task. If he came across too worried about Brother's welfare, Stringer risked looking suspiciously nice. But also, if he came across looking too business-oriented, he risked looking cold and clinical. He needed to strike the balance between both competing expectations without raising any suspicions from Brother Mouzone. He approached the doorway and noticed Lamar guarding the doorway as he always did. Lamar gave Stringer the quick up and down, and aside from that, he did not engage Stringer in any other way. Stringer took this as permission to pass, and so he walked past Lamar and entered Brother's ward. He strode in confidently and noticed Brother Mouzone in bed reading a New Republic magazine. As soon as Brother noticed he had company, he looked up from the magazine and addressed Stringer. "Have a seat," Brother motioned to Stringer. "I can't. I've got to get back out there, take care of business," Stringer replied, wanting to appear both concerned about Brother's welfare and also providing an excuse for not being able to stay for a while. "Just wanted to make sure they were treating you right." Brother Mouzone, nonplussed by Stringer's gesture, begins with, "I'm making the most of it. I'm catching up on my reading at least." Attempting to show solidarity and sympathy with Brother, Stringer offered his reassurances. "I just want to let you know we got your back." This shocked Brother, who was taken aback by Stringer's comment. Stringer continued, "You know, whoever did this, we'll find them." Brother remained unmoved, almost as if he hadn't heard Stringer. "We got you, you understand?" Taking a break from not responding, Brother Mouzone politely declined the offer. "I appreciate the offer, but that won't be necessary." Stringer was shocked by Brother, so much so that his expression changed. "Inform Mr. Barksdale that any obligation he feels he might have with regards to this incident, it's absolved, along with this agreement." Stringer, who was a little taken aback, began speaking. "All I'm saying is," before he could finish his sentence, Brother Mouzone interrupted him. "I understand perfectly well what you're saying. What I'm saying to you is, I will take care of them myself." This reply caught Stringer by surprise. In a state of shock, Stringer blurted out, "Them?" There was a long pause while Stringer tried to compensate for his initial shock at Brother Mouzone referring to his attacker in the plural. Brother Mouzone scanned Stringer's face and noticed this immediately, taking note of Stringer's recovery attempt. "Who came at you?" Stringer continued. Brother's eyes widened, suggesting he had worked something out. By this stage, Brother's initial suspicions had been confirmed, and he realized that he had trapped Stringer into a kind of unconscious confession by way of non-verbal leakage. Why did the mention of them shock Stringer? Only someone who had previous knowledge or inside information of the hit itself would know details about how many people were involved in it. Stringer's response had validated Brother's hunch, and in a way, it sealed his fate. "Thank you for your concern," Brother continued coldly, dismissing Stringer's question, having already verified beyond a shadow of a doubt Stringer was in some way responsible for this. In a way, Stringer was a dead man when he said them. He was just walking around not knowing it. Brother then returned to his magazine, leaving Stringer in an uncomfortable silence. Taking this as his cue to leave, Stringer turned and left the ward, unsure just how much Brother had picked up from this interaction, what he knew, and what the consequences of this would be for him.